Today we're going to discuss 9 reasons why you must purchase directors and officers insurance. I bet the 7th one you've never heard of. Here we go. Hi, Ryan Hanley here, founder and president of Rogue Risk, where we do insurance differently, specifically by giving you knowledge and information to make the right insurance decision. If you find value in this video, please tap that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, that helps other people like yourself find this video. Okay, so basically these 9 reasons that we're gonna walk through as to why you should purchase directors and officers insurance. I'm not trying to sell you on this, right? I honestly don't care if you purchase a directors and officers policy from us. And it doesn't mean that I don't want to work with you. I do. I would love to. I mean, that's our job. That's our business. But what I mean is I'm not trying to sell you with this. This is why D&O is so important. These 9 reasons. This is why it's complex and it's misunderstood and it's absolutely vital to the humans that run your business, the directors and officers. And that's who directors and officers insurance is really protecting, are the personal assets, the personal liability of the individuals making the decisions in your business, the directors and officers, okay? And this list is actually part of a 40-page guide that we have that's free. There's a link in the description that you can click that will take you to the page. You can download this 40-page guide. Highly recommend it. Like I said, it's completely free, and you can use it as a talk track for your next board meeting, or when you talk to other people in your organization, other stakeholders who may have interest in this. You can use it as a talk track to make decisions around your D&O. But all right, so let's get to the 9 reasons. So first, your personal assets are at risk when you're a director and officer of an organization. What that means is if you're named personally in a lawsuit in addition to the business, your personal assets are at risk. They can come after your house, they can come after your retirement or whatever. If you're found negligent and there isn't otherwise coverage, right? If the situation presents itself, by being a director and officer, you're not automatically covered underneath the umbrella of the organization. You can be named personally, and D&O is the coverage that protects you. Okay. Number 2, to get the best people already know this, and they're not going to join your board. They're not going to want to be a director or an officer of your company if you don't have D&O insurance. So if you want to hire talented people, if you want to hire smart people, experienced people who understand the importance of protecting their assets, they're not going to join a company that doesn't. Another reason to have D&O. Security against bankruptcy definitely can help. Again, creditors can pursue legal action against directors and officers in a bankruptcy situation. D&O protects against that. That's a big one. Protection against regulators, right? Regulators can say different decisions impact different regulatory law, and in that case, directors and officers insurance is, again, the answer. So small, medium-sized business, so think small business, middle market businesses, and enterprise are at risk because you're not exempt from D&O claims just because you're a small business. So we present D&O to almost every single one of our clients. And I say almost every single one because not every single customer who works with Rogue Risk actually has a D&O need. But everyone who does, we present it to. And the ones that do not purchase, the most common response is, well, we're too small. That's not the right answer. There's no such thing as too small. It's not like in there's anywhere in the law where it's like, well, if your company's under 5 million in revenue, then you're exempt from D&O claims. That absolutely is not the case. If you're a small business and you have directors and officers, you have an executive, someone running your business, that person can be named specifically in a claim or in a lawsuit. And in that case, the only recourse you have is directors and officers insurance. All right. Competitor lawsuits, right? Competitors come after you for intellectual property fraud or collusion, something like that. If you're named personally as a director or officer, D&O is the answer. Everything with employment practices. This is one of the biggest reasons that D&O claims happen. Uncovered or employment practices claims that are larger than the underlying liability that you may have in an employment practices liability policy. That's a D&O claim. Protecting against shareholder actions. So you have shareholders or investors, they come after the organization for some decision, misappropriation of funds, etc. That can be brought against directors and officers personally. D&O is the answer. And finally, buyer's market. What this means is that in the broader scope of premium right now, properly shopping insurance and making sure that you have the right coverage options and working with someone who has a broad spectrum option, that that is the best way to get coverage. And that's what we do here at Rogue Risk is we have, I think now, well over a dozen different directors and officers carriers, some of which are very kind of targeted niche depending on the business, and some are a broad spectrum. But together, it really allows us to shop basically the entire market, make sure that we're matching you with the right coverage and the most competitive rates for that coverage, and then ultimately presenting you with kind of the service level behind it to execute the policy, answer any questions, handle any claims related issues that come up. That's what we do. So 2 things. 1, I highly recommend you download this 40-page guide. Link is in the description below to do that. After you do that, if you need help with your D&O, if you need to purchase D&O, or you'd just like to get a second opinion, have us walk through and present you with other options, we'd love to do that. Best way to get a hold of us, give us a call, 518-960-6600. We work in all 50 states. So wherever you are, we can help you. You can also email us, gorogue@roguerisk.com. You can visit us online at roguerisk.com, or I'm sure there's a link or a button somewhere around this video to let you contact us. Whichever way you choose. We look forward to working with you.